return to Mountain West play when they host Air Force at the Thomas and Mack Center tomorrow. No matter what happens Sunday against the Kansas City Chiefs, the Las Vegas Raiders' futility this season will be rewarded with a top 2 pick in next year's draft. Whether they trade it for a rebuild or draft their quarterback of the future remains.
What up? What up? What up? I don't have it where you can send gifts because you got to have a certain amount of hours watched. But I do have my Cash App in there. I'm going to do some Grubhub. I'm going to try to. I have my other phone, but I'm going to try to have that working so I can do both. Because the directions they give you, like, I don't know where these places are. Just because you live in a city doesn't mean you have a clue where anything is. I gotta get one of those things. I gotta get one of those things that holds my phone. I might stop at Walmart actually before I start and get one. Believe it or not, that place costs more than your rent or mortgage. It's like $1,600 a month to live there. Yeah, I figure I might as well go. Dude, Grubhub's such a joke. I got a violation. You only can get 3, and you can go online at 6 a.m. to do orders, and I've done that before, and they just put your apps in. This time they gave me a violation. Because what happens is I get all pumped up, and I start signing up for all these shifts, and then I regret it. So I'm done doing that. Like, I got a shift from like 4 to 6:30, and then like 7 to 9, so I figure 5 hours. I better make at least $60. But I mean, you want to make 100. You know what I mean? I mean, I could go to Walmart. You can go really anywhere you can go nowadays, you know, and make 18 to 23 bucks an hour. You know what I mean? And Vegas is a low-paying state. Like, our minimum wage is $12. Which is total bullshit. We should be like California, and it should be 17. So then those $22 jobs are 30 an hour. Like, I could go work at a casino as a front desk person, and you make 20 bucks an hour. That's not enough to have pay rent and shit, man. You know, it's really frustrating. And if you bought a place years ago and your mortgage is $600, you don't even notice it. Yeah, you pay a couple extra bucks for milk. But if you're paying these rents, dude, you notice it. You know, hopefully my car doesn't go out because I paid cash for it and I have a small car payment. I mean, insurance payment. I don't fucking know, man. I'm just looking to make a decent living and be happy. I'm not greedy. I don't need to be famous. I don't need to be a millionaire. I don't need to have the baddest woman in the world. I just want to live a normal, happy life. But you do have to have a routine. If you're just sitting around all day bored, you know, it's easy to get depressed. You know what I mean? But it's also easy to get depressed if you're going into a gas station every day making 12 bucks an hour. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta, like, I don't know. But I'm ready to do something, man. It's been 3 months. I've never been unemployed this long in my life since COVID. It fucking sucks. You know what I mean? It totally sucks. But then, like, you don't want, like, I don't want to, like, I feel like I'm more intelligent and have more personality than most people. So, like, to have a manager who's a total dud, and me and that dud aren't going to go. I mean, I can be fake, don't get me wrong, but that's why I kind of want to rent a car from Uber or one of those companies and do Uber and Lyft 60 hours a week because I got nothing else to do and it's not my car. You know what I mean? I'd make more than working at any casino. Because there's nothing more annoying than getting, because like when you work full time, you're dedicating your life to that company. You're there all day, every day. Your life is revolved around that company. You have your lousy 2 days off a week. It's just like, I'd rather be doing it for myself, but through like Uber where they're the car. I want to use my own car. One week, a guy was showing me his pay stubs. He's making $1,500 to $2,000 a week, minus that $400 or $500. He drives a Tesla, so it's not as much on gas. You do got to pay to charge your Tesla. They make it seem like Tesla, you don't. You do pay money. You do pay to charge the car. Now, somehow, if you do it in the middle of the night, it's cheaper. But like, I kind of would think it'd be fun driving people around because I'm a pretty good talker. I feel like I'd become friends with a lot of them and I'd get some decent tips. And I could be totally wrong also. But the way I look at it is unless you're a lawyer, doctor, or just in a great sales position, you're not making more than 60 grand anyway. Unless maybe at a high-end steakhouse you can make 100 grand, but there's very few jobs out there that you're gonna make, 80 to plus thousand. It's just the truth. You know what I mean? It's a lot different than it was 10 years ago when rent was $600 a month and a brand new car was 20 grand, and it's night and day different. And let's not even get started when our parents were in their 20s and 30s. But if you could have got a house in 2008 for 120 grand, your mortgage is $500 a month. So like, you're covering that easily, man. And then these apps, like, TikTok was a good money maker for me. For a year and a half, I was making $2,000-3,000 a month, and then now they just got cheap as fuck. I had a video with 200,000 views, I made $10. It's like, wow, man. It's not even worth the effort anymore. I'd rather, that's why I'm not going to do TikTok right now. I'm going to drive Grubhub because it's all about money. If I'm gonna go I'm not gonna go out and walk around for 3 hours begging on TikTok to maybe get one galaxy where I make $5. But I might as well just go from call to call to call to call to call to call to call. And if I want to go do some TikToks to I can do that. Now, if you have 10 people sending you $20 worth of gifts, keep in mind TikTok keeps half of it. So it's hard to make money on TikTok gifting. And now it's hard to make money on the video views. It used to be awesome. If I had a video with 200,000 views, it was guaranteed I was making $100. Guaranteed. Now it's like, cash at me, VegasMIB 33. Come on, please, guys, cash at me. No, I did. I just got arrested. I had to pay $410 to get my car out of impound. I lost my job. I was with this crazy girl who we broke up, but she was costing me money. Shit has been going wrong, man. So I pray to God I just want to be positive and have things go up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to go gamble and lose money. I'd love to come into like 15, 20 grand. You know, and I don't mind working for it. Like, I'd like to be a bartender. You know, I don't really have any connections. For someone who's lived in Vegas so long, it's like everyone I know is a fucking scumbag. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't offer you anything. Like, they don't own nothing. Like, no, oh yeah, come on over, man. You can be a bartender. You know, because I feel like at 38, I've lived a life. I've lived in Tijuana. I lived in Cancun. I've had my own business. This, that. Like, I'm above fucking some entry level fucking $15 an hour fucking bullshit job kissing some ass to some fag. Excuse my language. That's probably not allowed. I didn't mean it like that. I get nothing against anybody. I'm just worried about myself, really. I don't have any kids. I don't have a wife. I pray for my family and my friends to be healthy and everything. But my best friends all live across the country, so that sucks, you know. Like, not having good friends in your city sucks, you know. I got my family, but my sister lives in another country. My brother has his own wife, so me and my dad are the closest, but I'm not going to move back to Maine just because my few best friends are there. I went to rehab when I was 30, and then I went to sober living in Maine, so I got to be around them, and I realized it wasn't that great. Like, moving across country to see them every 2 weeks to go to the bar, it sucks, you know? And then, like, if I find a girl, like, I don't want to party. I don't want to go to the bar, man. I want to sit home, watch Netflix, smoke a J, order some food, and hang out. I met this girl at rehab who was 23, and all she wanted to do was get fucked up, man, and go out. It's like, dude, just sit your ass at home. There's nothing to even go do. You know what I mean? That whole party scene is so overrated, and maybe it takes you getting to 28, 29 to realize it. But who wants to go to a nightclub and spend $50 for a drink? You can't even sit down unless you spend thousands of dollars. It's like a joke, man. And you're only going to find a female, so like why bother? You know what I mean? I guess if you're a multi-millionaire and it's like something to do, but I have no interest. I even had a good friend come to Vegas and go to get a limo and go to Sapphires and buy my ticket, and I didn't even go because I'm like, I don't even feel like that sounds horrible to me.